Cinema Classics is sponsored by the Gateway Film Center and is produced by John DeSando and Johnny DiLoretto. Listen to shows online at wcbe.org. Excuse me.
Yes, okay.
Let me try that again.
If you want, I'll cut it out.
Okay. I'm Johnny DiLoretto.
I'm John DeSando.
This here's what they call Cinema Classics.
Oh, yeah, and we're always got something new, although we have something old today.
And new.
Yeah, and new.
Everything old is new again.
Here's what she says.
Okay.
It's not my personality to be extroverted emotionally, so acting has been helpful to me. Now that makes sense for Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Don't you think she's a little chill?
She is one of the, I would say, one of the most fascinating female movie stars of her time, because of her, first and foremost, I think she's one of those, she's a character actor, right? Who has become a movie star because some of the roles that she's taken on. But she is unlike any other female star. Going way back, she is really an entity unto herself, I think.
Oh, yeah, and she's won 2 Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
The Accused, which I don't remember much about, is one, and everybody knows the defining role of her lifetime.
Yeah.
In Silence of the Lambs.
Right.
So, in both cases, now to me, she's not as talented an actress, say, as a Meryl Streep. Okay.
She's not a chameleon.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She does.
In some ways, she's like the female Gene Hackman.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. And she has cited The Deer Hunter as her favorite movie.
Oh, really?
And what's even better than that are the actors she admires.
Okay.
And I know you like
Let's hear
this.
it.
I bring this here for you because I know you like this kind of thing. Her favorites are Robert De Niro, Paul Newman, Marlon Brando, Humphrey Bogart, Meryl Streep, Jane Fonda, Diane Keaton, and Katharine Hepburn. How's that for a lineup?
That's really, great taste.
Holy
She's got great taste.
Wow.
I do want to talk more about her persona on film. Off camera we know that she's very soft-spoken. It took her a long time to come out as a lesbian.
Yep.
She's married to a woman. That wasn't something, I think, because she came up in a time of, still in a Hollywood that did not accept that.
You bet.
She was very quiet about it.
Mhm.
And also, I think because she was such a big star, it became an even more concentrated effort, right? So it seemed like she receded further and further into her.
Sure, and her introverted personality.
So what's interesting to me, though, is as a star, that she was never the sex symbol. Guys weren't clamoring for her. She never. And this is what I admire about her, is that she achieved that at a time when you couldn't talk about your sexuality, and she achieved it without succumbing to that need to be sexy.
And
right?
you're reminding me that's probably the only, and I say the only, you'll catch me on this, but the only really sexy role she ever played was in Taxi Driver. Would you think?
Well, yeah,
listen, I know it's perverted. She's a teenager, all right?
Yes, she's 12.
Oh, geez.
Hey, I don't know. We could talk about that. You might have to.
She's playing a prostitute. That's her role.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is related to sexuality.
But it's not. But what's interesting about that role is that in that movie, it's very clear once he befriends her how childlike she is.
Yes.
And how terrible the whole thing is, and the sexuality of it is just bled out of it, right? And she is so charming in that movie. I would argue that that's probably her most kind of her most charming role, where her personality is she wasn't quite kind of chewed up by the Hollywood machine yet. She's that rare performer who was a child star and then was able to capitalize on it and maintain a level of stardom throughout her adulthood.
And apropos of our discussion here, her first role, I think, recognizable role on television, was Mayberry RFD.
Oh, is that right? She was on there?
1968.
Yeah.
In that TV
Oh,
series.
and wasn't she the kid in the Coppertone?
Oh,
or is that
my
a
Lord.
myth?
I don't know that. That's great.
You remember the Coppertone ad?
I do exactly. Yeah.
That may or may not be a myth.
I love that. Great. You wouldn't be surprised to know that David Fincher and Neil Jordan are her favorite directors.
Yeah, I've heard Neil Jordan.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
Yeah.
Has she worked with him? Oh, she worked with him on what was it? The it's the revenge movie.
Oh, all right. Good for you.
Yeah.
But also, and I think some people have sniffed around this
Brave.
her. The Brave. Thank you. Sniffed around this idea. Magna cum laude.
Mm-hmm.
Graduate.
Yeah.
Of Yale University studying English Lit.
Yeah.
Wow.
And see, you can see her intelligence come through in all of her roles.
I know.
That's also what makes her unique. She never stooped to playing any dumber than she was in real life. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And to your point, not chameleon-esque like Meryl Streep. Because, no. Right? And I think that shows you that she was always kind of cultivating this guardedness. And, she was never going to show you that she was dumb.
Yes.
Or going to kowtow to like any cultural norms.
And it is alleged, and see here we bring in gossip too. Okay. I mean, we're no better than a tabloid sometimes, right? So when she
one half of us, are.
Right? So when she was filming in Columbus, Ohio, perhaps the Little Man Tate.
Oh yeah. Oh shoot. Sorry. Go ahead.
That she approached someone in the ladies' room. And this was before I actually knew where she was going sexually. But that was just a local, and I don't know if it's a myth or not, but it sounded awfully true. Anyway, this is just the kind of tabloid thing. I know, it doesn't mean anything.
It is so base, and there's no... Who said that? Where did you dig that up?
It was one of a former associate of ours. He had friends who were hanging around when she was here filming.
A former associate
right.
of ours.
Yes, of ours.
Former.
I don't want
so did the former associate reach out to you and reassociate?
Oh, of course, he and I would gossip at the drop of anything.
Former associate. Wow, I gotta.
Well,
get to the
and that's why, and for somebody who is so really kind of controlled, why her private life has so many bumps in it. The Reagan era.
Oh yeah.
John Hinckley.
Right.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, yet another reason that she receded into a kind of privacy.
Yeah, so she...
So anyway, what's really interesting is, Jodie Foster, for a hot kind of 10 years there, was an A-list star, probably from the late 80s to the late 90s. With Silence of the Lambs, the pinnacle of her stardom, her success, her artistic success, and
could I give you another piece of?
Yeah, we're going way over time.
Are we now?
Yeah. So here's what we can cut out: the bathroom bit.
Wait! But this one I won't want to cut out because it's really too good.
Okay.
Michelle Pfeiffer turned down the role in Silence of the Lambs.
Of Clarice Starling. Yes. And I cannot see her in that role.
No, isn't that?
And her reasoning was very stupid. She said that the movie was too evil.
Oh, okay.
She didn't like this idea that evil wins out, which is...
Anyway, we're wrapping up, and I just wanted to say the Mauritanian.
Yes.
For which he won the Golden Globe.
Right. Currently available to rent online.
It's quintessential Jodie Foster. Restrained, smart, tough, as she plays the lawyer who is defending a man from Guantanamo.
Yeah. See it now?
That's all.
Yeah. What else are you going to do?
That's it. Are we done?
We're done. Bye.